Hello, Oracles! Well, Elon Musk sold nearly $4 billion worth of Tesla stock over the last few days. Will Tesla buy those shares back? We'll discuss that in a minute. Just wanted to thank Alexandra and Jennifer again for last night for Ladies' Night. That was awesome, and thank you all who were able to join us. What a great evening. We discussed a whole lot of things, and some of the stuff that we're going to discuss today as well. So I'll rehash that all for you guys right here. So for the last 2 years, Elon has either announced that he was going to sell or he sold shares on my birthday. I'm sorry, that's gotta be my fault. That is his present to me, giving us a discount to purchase at lower prices. So this time around, it looks like Elon sold 19.5 million shares for just under $4 billion. We do not have any clarification as to why yet. The speculations that we have are what Gary Black had mentioned previously, which is a potential bridge loan that was going on. A bridge loan is where Elon had to come up with the money for the Twitter purchase last week, and then he got a bridge loan that would kind of gap him some time to be able to get those shares sold and be able to come up with the money. And so we ended up seeing it last week, starting on November 4th and then finishing yesterday. We also do not know if Elon is done selling. So looking at the way that Elon has filed in the past, he usually filed everything all at once for all of his sales as soon as he could. So he has 48 hours in order to file. So even his sales from yesterday on November 8th, he did file a Form 4 for those sales instead of waiting the 48 hours. This leads me to believe that he is done selling. However, on Twitter, he normally comes right out and clarifies that he is done selling, and he has not done that this time. So we still do not know if he is done or why he did sell. We are just speculating right now that it was for the purchase of Twitter versus what some people are speculating as well, that Twitter is losing money and he needs to come up with some extra cash in order to float it along. Gary Black seems to believe that that is not the case, and it is truly for the purchase of Twitter. Based upon Gary's numbers that he ran back in August, it looked like Elon needed to come up with about $5 billion to finalize the deal for Twitter, and this $4 billion, taking into account with some of the other financial backers that he may have pulled in along the way, could mean that he is done. If not, maybe we do end up seeing more sales today. We shall wait and find out. But this does explain why we have seen the stock significantly underperforming the last few days. Now, ironically, and some of you have called me out on it, and that's pretty cool, I like that, I made a video yesterday saying stop blaming Elon. Well, realistically, what it comes down to is Elon is not the reason that the stock is down 50% year to date. That's the bear market, that's the situation that we are in the entire macro environment altogether. However, for the last few days, Elon selling that many shares, bringing the stock price down, yeah, you can certainly point the finger at Elon for the reason why we are down for the last few days, but not for the entire 50% for the year. And one other thing that was pointed out to me was the fact that I said we can't blame Elon for the stock price being down, but it is Elon's leadership that is bringing the stock price up. You can't have it both ways. It's like when the president comes out and says that he's not in control of gas prices being as high as they are, but he'll do what he can to bring the gas prices down. Doesn't work that way. So to clarify my meaning behind all of that, Elon is not in control of the near-term stock price movements unless, of course, he is selling the way he is. But it is leadership that has helped the company grow to the place where it's at fundamentally to bring the stock price up. That's the differentiation behind it. That is where I wanted to clarify for you guys. And thank you guys so much for pointing these things out because it helps make me better and provide better content for you guys. And so, of course, the next big question is Elon done selling? Again, we do not have any clarification on that. Then the next question is, does this mean that Tesla is going to buy back stock at this point? So Gary Black and his team had actually dug into this to find out the legalities behind it, and he did say as long as they disclose all of the information, that is totally allowed. So it seems like at this point, obviously it wouldn't have been smart for Tesla to buy back shares knowing that Elon was going to need to sell 19.5 million. So if Elon is done selling, we may very well get a buyback in before the end of the year. And the reason I say before the end of the year is because if Elon is actually done selling, at this point we're not going to have that much selling pressure coming back in, so we may see the stock price going back up again. Also, come the first of the year, we do have a 1% tax that is going to be coming on all buybacks. So it would be beneficial for the company to do the buybacks before the beginning of the year to save themselves that 1% tax, at least for the initial buyback. Also, there's SEC talks going on right now about some new regulations coming out in the future. As of right now, companies only need to disclose their buybacks on earnings calls. If the SEC does vote to change the rules on this, every company will have to disclose all of their buyback information every single evening, which is a lot more work involved than just doing it on a quarterly basis. So it seems like it would really benefit Tesla to do those buybacks sooner than later, at least the initial ones. So again, no clarification on that, but just putting some pieces of the puzzle together leads me to believe that this could potentially happen before the end of the year and maybe even relatively soon. And so at this point, we still do have more questions than answers. We still don't know if Elon is done selling. We still don't know the exact reason as to why he was selling. All of that is still speculation, and we still don't know for sure if Tesla is going to be doing the buyback soon, but just putting a lot of these pieces of information together seems like that sounds like the good formula is Elon will be done selling. Elon most likely ended up selling to cover the purchase of Twitter and not for any advertising losses that are coming right now for Twitter, and a buyback makes sense sooner rather than later. So we'll get some more information on that. I know Alexandra actually has a discussion today with Farzad and Ross Gerber, and Ross is one of the big investors over at Twitter, so he's already told her that she's not allowed to ask him any questions he can't answer, but she's going to try anyway to see if we can get a little bit of information out of him. So if you guys are free, definitely check out that live stream with Farzad, Alexandra, and Ross today. We may get a little more insight on all of this. And who knows, maybe Elon will give us some clarification on Twitter today as well. So now shifting over to the elections that also took place yesterday. So we do not know yet for sure what is going on with the elections. They're still tallying up some votes at the time of this recording. It looks like as of right now, the Republicans may end up winning the House. The Senate, based upon the time of this recording, they did lose one seat in the Senate, and the Democrats have picked up one seat. We'll see how all of this plays out, and we will discuss how all of this can affect the stock price and the company in the future once we get all the finalized votes that are in. And so going back to Twitter for a moment, Jennifer brought up a great point. So many people right now in the moment with everything that's going on with the drama between Twitter and the stock price being down and Elon selling, saying that this is a terrible thing for Tesla shareholders. Twitter's going to add no value to Tesla whatsoever. Jennifer brought up a great point yesterday. She's been really watching the Andrej Karpathy interview with Lex Fridman and discussing all of that. They were talking about, AI when it comes to Optimus, and she put a couple of pieces of the puzzle together that are over there, thinking about how with Twitter and the data set that they have over there when it comes to human behavior, they can now take a decade's worth of human behavior on Twitter and put it into the AI behind Optimus. So obviously we know that one of the first things that Optimus is going to do is really just replace boring and dangerous jobs. So you really don't need much of an AI there other than spatial recognition and some movements here and there. But when Elon is talking about getting Optimus into the homes within the next 5 years, you need to have some sort of AI in there that's going to be like a human companion type AI. Where are you going to be able to get that kind of information at that bulk size? That's going to be through Twitter. So that could be something enormous that is coming that many people have been overlooking. And this is something that Andre was discussing with Lex. And so thinking about the fact that Tesla can now take all of this information from Twitter, put it into Optimus, that is how Tesla can benefit from the purchase of Twitter. Looking at a much bigger picture right now, I think that Elon is painting a picture that very few people are seeing the grand scope of. Right now, they're seeing just a few lines that he is drawing, and they don't understand what it's going to be looking like in the future. Jen brought up a great point with all of this, really kind of expanding that picture to what potentially could be coming and the reality of what Optimus could potentially be. That is where the massive scope is going to come in. Don't forget, Elon said that when it comes to Optimus, GDP is based upon labor. If you've got unlimited labor, you can theoretically have infinite GDP. So that could go up forever because of Optimus. And now if you get Optimus in the homes as well, that is going to be even bigger revenues coming in for the company. This is why Optimus could potentially be the largest S-curve Tesla and any company in history has ever seen. So this was a great point. Thank you, Jennifer, for bringing all of that up. Great insights right there. So for everyone who is out there right now, frustrated because Elon is selling stocks to buy Twitter, frustrated because of all the drama that is going on, frustrated because Tesla stock is down probably more than it would have been if Elon was not buying Twitter, I encourage you guys to look long term at the potentials of what all of this could mean. And while many people don't think that Elon's companies, and Elon himself has said his companies don't really overlap, They truly do. We have seen that. Obviously, Boring Company, we have tunnels that are going there where Teslas can drive in them. We have Elon already confirming that Starlink is going to end up being in the vehicles in the future for Tesla. So we do have these companies that are overlapping in different places. And I think this purchase of Twitter is going to really encompass Optimus and really take over even more in the future as well. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Let me know if you think that Elon is done selling, and let me know if you think Tesla is going to be doing buybacks anytime soon. Because personally, I think right now we are priming ourselves up for a very good positive sentiment swing coming. Now that Elon is going to be done selling, once we get that confirmation and we get those buybacks coming in from Tesla, we could be setting up a very big bear trap right now where we could be having, Elon confirming that he's done selling. We could be having Tesla doing a buyback. Then all of a sudden we get Gigafactory announcements. Then we get the Cybertruck page that is coming out for ordering on it. We could be coming into a nice wave of positive sentiment and positive news around Tesla. So right now, this is why I keep saying these are the great buying times in my opinion, and why I continue to add more. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. If you found any value in this video, please consider sharing it with others. We do have a Discord chat. That link is down in the description. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. If you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a membership program and a Patreon. Those links are also down in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great one.